All right. So this is Mr. Donovan from Ghana. So it's Tokyo Business Ventures. Yeah. So to be able for us to be in forex trading, we have to first know that our strategy works. And if the strategy works, that means we need not to rush ourselves. Let's go to the past and do analysis of past transactions that has gone in the forex market. And if it is working, then we are going to use the same strategy to trade the future. You get it? If not, then there shouldn't be any reason for us to be in the forex market at all. So let's start on the EURCHF. Starting to share the screen. All right. So EURCHF. The network is quite slow. All right. Okay. So EURCHF. Let's start moving. So our analysis is from May 2020 to January 2021. So with this very trade, let's see whether our stop loss hits. Not yet. That means we'll still be in trade around here. And from the look of price, doing that is giving us a reversal flag and we'll get out of it, probably get into a trade around here. So probably this one is going to be a loss. This is actually a loss. So we are actually going to shrink price to see where price has reached, where price is. So this is where we are. Did the one of these big pattern hits? No, it didn't, but it pulled back and still went up to that position. Right, so we're here. There's a good entry here for a buy. This trade is it going to be a loss? There was no entry in this one. On the trade, yes, there was a loss. 6 pips entry above this price. It was a loss. And the price come and pass last week low. No, it didn't. Is this trade a loss? Let's wait and see. We had a trade, 6 pips entry. The trade here, stop loss. 26 around here, so this is a loss. A loss trade. Right, we can see some buy entry here. We saw this to be A, B, and C, and this pattern should go, and it didn't. So it pulled back. We had this entry, this trade, definitely being a trade. So 26 maybe below here, it only moved down by some few pips, let's say some 20 pips. Before, how many days before we got back a trade? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 days before we realized profit. And even that 9 days, we would have that 9 days, we still consider this to be A, B, and C, and thinking that this price will be what? Going, and it didn't, so it probably will be getting this whole thing as a break even. Yeah, probably. But looking at the pattern down here, we would probably take some profit. If there was no pattern down here, that would have we would have continued to be in the trade for 161 of this. But there was. So we are trading that current pattern and not that past pattern. So price transformed to be an expanding flat, of which this trade down here was a loss. So around here loss, take entries, and targets. So we have a pattern here like that, regular flats. Actually, the date hit 161. Here we had our 161. So when you have a regular flat like this, you place your entry and you did not get, you still get a pattern within the regular flat. Your target is on the regular, on the what, that current pattern, not the regular flat. If you consider the regular flat, you will make a mistake with your target point and end up in a loss. Probably 161, 1 point, but this is the what? The actual win. Yes. So we report the losses and we report victories and profits with our strategies, of which the strategy gives us more advantage over the market. As you can see, it's only some few losses, about 2 or 3 losses that have been recorded. And with this, probably we would have made a loss here, but when we see this big pattern here, we will not be making a loss on this. We will not be making a loss on that. But if you did not look at the higher time frame before trading, then you will be making a loss on that. So which was this buy entry. So not or even some of the losses, we would be able to avoid it because we know what we are doing. We do our analysis from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. So this is a loss. So if you place this trade, you are in a loss. And if you place this trade, well, probably will also be in a loss. It's the same entry point. Okay, so usually I have these problems. A pattern, this, an impulse, then we have a rock move up to break that high, and we consider this to be a regular flat. Under normal circumstance, trading this pattern, I would expect that price should take almost the same level of this, which it didn't. It took some few pips to it, about 2 pips, which is also cool. So we have that. And as price fell to this position, we could get an entry here, but this entry is not an entry we would be in. So like that is a neutral entry. It tells us there has been a change of price, and here will be our entry, where will be our take profits. 160 at 161, we had it 261. Let's put it on default. Yes, almost between, so in between 161 and 261. So taking the current, take profit for the current pattern, we have one between 161 and 261, which is also a good trade. So in this trade like this, was there a loss? Let's see. We place this pattern, place an entry by looking at how price was. Probably take it for a break even, but let's see how price actually behaved. 126 pips will be around here. So some few pips to hit it. So how many days did it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we actually get a break even here and a break even here, and then we'll be in this trade upwards. So we have a regular flat, running flat below, and we see where our target point is. Where is it going to go as far as much as the whole pattern is concerned? So we get an entry here for a buy. There was no entry here, and if price passed the low here, there was no entry. If this would have fallen impulsively, we would have been in a trade. But if this falls down here, we will not be in a trade. We will not place a trade at all, because it will just tag us and go back up. We are in November. We have another pattern running flat down there. So let's go and look at how far did, all right, we'll come back to that. There was no trade here, no entry. 6 pips entry above that price did not hit. We are in December, and in December, price is very boring. Not just price, the market is boring. So this is it for it now. Now we are in November, January, the following year, 2021, and that is all for our analysis. We are going to shrink the whole price and see how the bucket was. So it was here, January. All right. So we had this price also. So when price, this very one, go to the 161, did it go to the 423? No, in between the 423 and the 161, we had price playing something there. So all this would have shown on the higher time frame perfectly. It's a whole lot of work. A whole lot of work. So that'll be all for now. Thank you.